Hi, and welcome to my Saturday stream and scream of scratches. 59097. Okay, 59097, I think it was. Boom! Okay, I got it. Can I... Well, can I open it? How do I open it? Kidding me? There we go. It's empty? What the crap? Oh. Okay, so there's like a secret thing I need to open. Well, shit, how do I open this? Right, left, middle. Right, left. It only goes right and left, so there's no extra ways for me to turn it. How the fuck do I open this? I have a tool, maybe? No. Is this a screwdriver to pop it up? It's clearly like a secret compartment in here, right? And I can't take it with me. See any triggers on the outside? These usually require like a little tiny hole or something to poke with a pencil or something like that to trigger it. Maybe I've seen too much Death Note. Oh, heard something trigger. Something triggered there too. Got it! Key. And some money, which I don't care about. There's yen in here for some reason. Okay, so the key looks like that probably goes to the chapel, because it looks like it's got a giant cross on it, huh? Alright! To the chapel! La 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 la! Chapel, 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 chapel. The lock produced a loud noise that echoed through the quietness of the area and made me wonder about the secrets that have been kept safe and undisturbed in here for years. Ooh. Thanks, music. Okay, music! Good! Thanks very much. The wooden Jesus here. What's this? Chalice was lavish and pleasing to the eyes. So this is supposed to be where they hold, where they would hold communion. No candles. Podium. Ooh. metal ring to like a secret area. Maybe I need to figure out how to trigger it. Upstairs real quick. One living up here? Cabinet left small containers that seem to belong to the priest. Okay. Lots of candle holders in this church. There must be a reason for all these. Why would they let me... Aha! The Holy Bible. Aha! Oh, Jesus must be missing a nail. Allow me to rectify that for you, Jesus. I am on it. On like Donkey Kong. Yep, his Tootsie nail is missing. Okay. That allow me to open this now? Nope. Supposed to, touch Jesus somehow? Oh, light switch. At this point, I wasn't going to bother with the light switches. Never mind. Oh, there's not a light switch that I care about. Wonder if there's maybe something left in the podiums that I failed to notice. That looks like where you would, wash your hands. Not wash your hands, but you know what I mean. Like, you would dip it in the holy water and then kind of, like, splash yourself and stuff. I'm not Catholic. I know of these things, but I've never actually partaken in any of the rituals. Maybe I need to use a tool. I have. Oh, I got this crowbar. Yeah, there we go. Well, what the hell is this? A chain linked up to Jesus? Oh, Jesus will pull this altar somehow. If I can just figure out how to make Jesus do that. Jesus, could you please pull the altar? Pretty please? I want to be touching Jesus' junk. Well, there's probably a special ring in hell for that. There has to be a way to trigger this. Is there a candle left in that? Maybe I can light the candle. Nope. I'm no pyromaniac. Jesus' junk sounds like a hell of a band name. I like it because of the alliteration. Kind of a nice touch to it. What did I miss? Maybe I missed something upstairs. Trigger or something. Trigger me, bro. Oops. That has gotta be like a big no-no. Cutting a hole in the Bible in order to make a secret hiding place for a nail from Jesus' cross. There's got to be something somewhere that says that that's a big no-no. Oh! Maybe I need to hammer the nail in. Nope. No. Shoot. I feel like I would get this puzzle a little easier. Oh, got it! I was supposed to say, I feel like I would get this puzzle better if I was more, like, religious. How do I get down there? Wow, it is fucking dark down here. The candle? Woo! The hell is that? Another mask I need to worry about? We stop worrying about so many fucking masks, please? Great. Okay, so we got a pipe. That's not helpful. Things I don't need to read. Some kind of a stick, I guess. Christopher, these may very well be my last notes in this regard. I'm afraid Catherine has already realized what I've been doing here all the time. In vain, I've tried to explain myself, and I know what might have been the outcome had I kept insisting. If you could only believe me, Christopher, but I know you intend well. Because I know you intend well, but I can feel the doubt in your heart. Put your rational thoughts aside for a moment and yield to the facts. If I can do it, someone who was constantly taught in the wonders of science ever since his childhood, then so can you. I'm hoping that you will contemplate the possibility of some truth in my assessment once you read about my latest findings. It is imperative that you carry on with this task. Catherine is watching me every step, and I'm afraid she'll take strong measures if I do anything out of the ordinary. Did you know? She's been talking to other doctors besides you, and psychiatrists. My God, Christopher. I fear that she is willing to shut me up in a madhouse. How is it possible that all of you won't believe me? As if what happened with my own son wasn't enough proof. In my adjacent notes, you will find an exhaustive essay on the origin of the curse and what should be done to eliminate it. I know the whole amulet deal must sound crazy, but you have to trust me. The tribe has been doing this for centuries. Are you going to forfeit all that knowledge and experience? They faced a god, Christopher, and lived to tell it. Now it's our turn to live and tell the story. And Christopher, if we fail to remove the curse and anything happens to me, I want you to do it. And I have my complete mental faculties while I'm asking you this. It has been becoming more and more dangerous lately. Do not hesitate. There is simply no other way, and you would be the only one left who can do it. Promise me. Promise me you will. I know I'm asking you to become a cold-hearted murderer, but Christopher, our lives, possibly many others, are at stake. Isn't that enough to forget your vow? Ooh, oh, this is different. Hold on. I was shocked to learn about this evil, terrible that it was. I still wonder to what extent James Blackwood went to get rid of the curse. Alright, March 26th. The folklore of the Dalmar is just as disturbing as their vicious attacks. If my research has been correct, then I could have stumbled upon the most exciting ancient tribes ever known to humanity, dating back to the era where the so-called Bushmen inhabited South Africa. We're talking over 20,000 years ago. How could any civilization manage to survive all this time without hunting or expanding? By being there. I don't dare to imagine what 200 centuries of inbreeding and cannibalism can do to people. I've seen them and they can't be called humans. What is most unsettling is their mystical background. Mystical background. Impossible to consider a religion due to its complete lack of basic rules and maturity. The only simple promise is to keep an evil entity at bay which has been stalking them since the beginning of time or dark ages. At this point in my research, I had to stop and consider the implications. Dalmar had actually thought of their later period, systematic slaughter of mankind, as good times or golden ages. I think the lord of this tribe never managed to grow, as I seriously think the region, maybe even the entire continent, would have suffered terrible consequences. This history is so ancient that it makes me feel dizzy. The vengeful god, which is incidentally referred to as Dalham, would control the Dalmar via its very incarnations. Most of the time, it would be a tall, feline-like figure, always dwelling in shadows and slaying any villager who would unwittingly come close. Some say its deadly claws, scratches, would not only penetrate your body but your soul. The purpose of the harassment is unclear. It would look as if the Dalmar were simply toys to play with. It seems then that the Dalmar managed to free themselves from its clutches with the help of an amulet or charm which would effectively force the entity to retreat. Most curious thing is how this amulet was conceived. Two main elements were required to perform the exorcising this evil, and they had to be strictly related to each other, one representing the victim, the other the victimizer. To achieve this, something related to each was used. While I'm not sure what is referred to as the victim, I think it be concluded that anything belonging to any villager would have served, given that they were all victims. As for something representing the victimizer, that may be more complicated. What could be possibly related to a god? This god in question? Next, these elements had to be mixed with a rare medicinal plant native to the region, which apparently had the properties to blend both items together, as long as they were not too solid. Finally, a branch of a particular tree, whose name escapes me, now had to be used as the holder of the blended items. Okay, so the branch was probably what we just grabbed. And the plant that I cut at the greenhouse was probably the medicinal plant. It is on this item that a mysterious blessing was performed. It should be noted that all elements had to be organic. Dalmar successfully released themselves from the control of the vicious god with an intense ritual that seems to have taken days to perform. In the end, the amulet was so powerful that the entity surrendered to their will and offered divine power in exchange for sacrifices. The Dalmar wouldn't allow to be fooled. They decided that getting rid of this evil once and for all would be the wisest thing to do, so they managed to capture it and store it someplace where they could guard it for ages to come. My god, my god. Evil spirit was cast into a mask, trapped into the confines of its blessing wood for eternity. A mask which in description bears uncanny resemblance to, who am I fooling? It's that mask. Dalmar would keep the spirit at bay via regular rituals involving bloody sacrifices and the aforementioned amulet. The last book I read today about the Dalmar, in reality 2 small paragraphs as amusing bonus reading in a book lent by the museum, was revealed to me something that left me completely paralyzed with terror. I've always wondered since I began studying them what made the Dalmar savagely slaughter neighboring tribes without any apparent reason. Was it violent, raw instinct? Did they feel threatened in any way? Was it a perverse and ungodly sense of enjoyment? No. It's fear. Fear that someone else would take the mask and release the god. They killed to protect themselves from falling again into the Dark Ages. If they went to such extreme lengths to avoid this, then what did they have to endure while the entity was free? The rituals haven't been performed on the mask for years now. What have I done? What have I done? Most of these books scattered in the hidden room were about occultism and African culture. Their titles were disturbing. Strange titles such as Divermus Mysterious gave me the shivers. As much as I loved books, I didn't even dare to open these. Books. Books. Is that it? So I guess all I needed from here was that branch. Well, I guess I don't need to take that mask, so that's good. Kind of scared that something might be up here when I came upstairs. Okay, so need to make an amulet. Victim, victimizer, medicinal plant. What item can I use? Victim in the sir. I don't want to see if I can dig up what's her face's body yet. I wonder if Jerry would have the case number that I need to call that guy at the bank and find out more. How did I end up? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I for some reason thought I was coming from the crypt. Let's try calling Jerry. Jerry!
Yes?
Hi, Jerry.
Michael, I was worried about you. Are you doing okay?
Yes, I'm fine, and I think I know the identity of my intruder.
Tell me, who is it?
James Blackwood.
The Blackwood person? Michael, are you serious? That the ghost of the murderer is roaming the house?
I'm not talking about his ghost, Jerry. I'm talking about him.
That's not the conclusion I came to.
Blackwood himself, alive in this house.
What? How is that possible?
It makes sense. After murdering his wife and realizing what he has done, he begs for help to Christopher Milton, who fakes his death.
Milton,
maybe.
the previous owner? Michael, you're losing your mind.
I guess that makes more sense than what I was coming to.
How did he survive all this time? Milton has been missing for years.
Good point, but I'm sure a desperate man like Blackwood would have found a way.
Yes, by turning into a ghost. Wait a minute. Yeah, I have it right here. James Blackwood passed away on June 1963. Would you please stop this?
Jerry, just listen to me. I know I'm right. There's only Mrs. Blackwood's body in the...
Oh, so it was a feminine body.
Oh God, Michael. You've really gone out of your mind. Digging into coffins, what next? Desecrating the chapel?
What?
Yeah, I already did that.
You can only find stories like this in books.
Precisely why I'm beginning to wonder about your sanity.
Yeah, been there, done that, Jerry. Sorry. Okay, so June 63. Let's go back up to the annals in our attic. Our more attic-y attic. Our attic plus. Alright. See, I was thinking, okay, hear me out, right? It's gonna sound a little crazy, especially now that we've realized that maybe Blackwood just faked his death. But I was thinking maybe the child didn't actually die, and it was like some hideous, malformed, mongoloid-looking thing, right? And then they just kind of like kept it hidden and locked up. And that's what was roaming around. But it makes a hell of a lot more sense that Blackwood just never died. Oh, phone number. Following the shocking news that became of public knowledge last week, we must now inform about the sinister outcome of the story that has been in the mind of every citizen in the town past few days. Mr. James Blackwood has died at the age of 56 due to a heart attack, allegedly because of the pressure and stress caused by the astonishing accusations of Miss Eva Mariani, former maid of the family. This puts a sudden end to the case deferred by the authorities. Police Chief William Bailey said, "It saddens me that Mr. Blackwood was never brought to a proper trial. No matter what kind of excuses could possibly be made, the death of Miss Catherine Blackwood is a fact. I'm fully convinced he was guilty." Christopher Milton is said to take care of the funeral, and nobody will attend, and all the belongings of the Blackwood family are now in his possession. Silently, Rothbury returns to his daily life, turning the page over on one of its darkest chapters. Many will wonder in the years to come what really happened inside Blackwood Manor. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me that thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you want more content. Thanks again, guys. Alright. Bye.
Pete, hurry!
I believe he's trying. Oh, come on. Alright, role reversal. Woo!